Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. I started recording something and we're starting all over. So I'm gonna burn a little bit of sage to keep these outside energies out, these entities. What is an entity? Okay, an entity is an energy that is external to your energy. We have an energetic fields, right? We have an aura. We have chakras that run up through our body from root to crown and out. There's the soul star, and then there's the one at the feet. We have chakras that run through our body. We are an energetic being. And any energy that is not our energy is an entity, okay? Entity doesn't have to be negative or positive, but there is dark and light. And Right, I had to pause the camera as I'm talking about entities. My brother just walked by my door and burped super loud. Super loud. Entities. Energies that are outside of us. Entities work through people, places, and things. Okay? And so recently what I've been going through, with my older children, it's not easy. It's not easy. I parented from this space of unconditional love, acceptance, and there was a lot that I went through, and I just stayed in this heart space, right? Stayed in this heart space, and that heart space is what is so deeply under attack. Because when you have God in your heart and you have a message that God has anointed you to deliver, the entities, energies, don't want that to happen. And I've been feeling bad. I've been feeling bad about how I reacted, And when my son just kept saying, "Oh, you're a bad mom, you're a bad mom," like, I know my truth. I remember it all. I'm going back years and years and years through old phones, looking at all of these pictures, and I'm looking at their faces. Energy doesn't lie. They were happy. We were happy. It's like, to be programmed, it's so simple. It's so easy to be programmed and for a reality we're moving through timelines. We're rapidly moving through timelines. And I felt bad because I literally hung the phone up on my son saying, "Not today, Satan, not today." And I was like, damn, that was harsh. But it was like, I wasn't talking to my son. He's in there. His heart's 333 on my clock. He was born at 3:33 a.m. I know his heart. I know their heart, and I know they can come back to their hearts at any time, right? But I've just been feeling like these energies, these entities trying to creep into my reality, get in here, harden my heart and cloud my vision, right? So whole household just got over a super nasty bug. One of those, they call it the 24-hour bug, just on the toilet with the trash can, both ends. Ugh, horrible. My turn was yesterday. I just got my strength back a couple hours ago, just got my strength back. But I was just feeling really like, what is this all for? What am I doing this for? What is this all for? No one's listening. I'm sharing my cup of coffee to try to raise money for the lawyer. I'm creating my art and putting my shirts out there to stand up for my son, and it's like no one's listening, and I'm just getting that discouraged feeling. And I'm going through this phone and I'm finding old pictures and old memories, and then I find this. I used to teach yoga at the charter school where I met Jacob's father, where I had to resign. I loved my contract. I loved my job. I loved my kids. I had to resign because my husband wanted to get out of America. He made me resign. But it says, Miss Rodriguez, I love you. You are the best yoga teacher ever, the best person to talk to, and you listen to us. You're not like everyone else, and you never will be. You will always be awesomer. You will always be awesomer. At the end of the year, all the kids wrote on my whiteboard. All my students wrote on my whiteboard. And I took pictures of the messages. And I don't have that phone anymore, but I had an Instagram account when I was the yoga teacher for the school, so the kids could share their yoga memories. And that one was on that Instagram, and I am different. Like, I am different. And like, when it comes to this life, we're not supposed to be the same. We are supposed to be different. You're supposed to live in your heart, not cast judgment on others. There is no right and there's no wrong. So the path that I took, you know, if it wasn't for my kids, they went and they lived with their father. And then he wasn't even for them. He abandoned them. He abandoned them. And they stayed with the wife, their mom. And through all the heartbreak, never judged. I never judged her. I never judged them. I ate the pain. I ate the pain for breakfast, and I digested it. I transmuted it. I turned it into unconditional love, and I sent it out into the universe, right? And that's how we do this. That's how we do this practice of coming into our hearts. But I was reading this book again, The Gospel of Mary Magdalene, and I decided to make a video because I opened this up to where I left off, and I want to read a little verse here for you guys. This verse comes from the Shepherd of Hermas and the Testament of the I can never say that word. Apostolic Fathers. Okay, it's a text contemporary with the canonical Gospels. It says, slander is a turbulent demon. Keep far away from him. Presumptuousness and complacency are a powerful demon. Anger is a very malicious spirit. Covetousness is a savage one and very difficult to tame. Doubt is an earthly spirit that is of the devil, and sadness is the most harmful of all the spirits. Doubt is an earthly spirit that is of the devil, and that is how the devil was trying to get into my heart. Doubt. What am I doing this for? My kids don't even love me. I am not worthy. I just publicly stated that I am worthy. And that doubt so quickly came in. But because my faith is stronger than my fear, I was reminded, a message from my past, about how special I am. So this is my reminder to you, how special you are, right? How special you are. You just have to go into your heart and let your faith be stronger than any fear, any doubt, any insecurity. Because remember, We are energy. We're energy, okay? And anything under the heart, you can't see my heart because the way my camera is, but anything lower than the heart needs to be transmuted to be above the heart. And I'm talking about your chakra system, and each chakra holds different, associated with different emotions and different energies, and anger is at the root, you know. So when you have anger existing in your reality, you have an imbalanced root chakra, right? When you have so how would you balance that, right? How would you balance that? You would have to transmute that anger. And there's all kinds of different ways to move the energy. All kinds of different ways to move the energy. But forgiveness is a beautiful way to move the energy. Please forgive them, for they do not know what they do not know. It's that simple. They do not know what they do not know. You know, until you really truly find God, then you are just living of the flesh, and we have fleshly sins. But it's not to judge the sinner, only to be the bigger, brighter light without being righteously, what's the word I'm looking for? In the spiritual community, there's so many people that are the word I'm looking for? Holier than thou. I have God and you don't. I'm a saint, you're a sinner. That's not what this is about. That's not what this path is about. This path is about being so much love that it's infectious, right? It's infectious. And those with demons in their hearts, you know, those with Satan or Baal or demons, entities, energies, whatever you want to call it, whatever you subscribe to, it's not love. Those who walk asleep, mad, sad, blaming, pray for them. Don't seek vengeance. Just pray for them. I pray for my boys. I pray for their father. I pray for Jacob's father. I pray for anyone who has crossed me in any way, shape, or form, known and unknown. All enemies known and unknown. Because their judgment, it comes from the Most High. And their life, that pain that they're carrying, that anger that they're carrying, that vengeance that they're seeking, that is their karma. That is their karma. If they can't let something go, if they can't forgive, if they can't find love in the places that hurt, they're creating their own karma. And the Buddhist path of detachment is to teach you not to cast them aside as they don't exist, but to let them go on their path to find their way. You plant the seed of love and light, but you can't walk someone's path for them. And if they choose anger, if they choose vengeance, if they choose hatred, if they choose any of these energies that are not of the heart, their karma is the emotions that they have to live and exist in. Is this making sense? Oh. I don't know, I feel like that was the message. It was a brief message, but getting ready to read. And I heard share this message. And so I hope this helps. If my messages resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to donate to my cause right now, I am currently just raising money for my trial. The guardian ad litem is very expensive, and I am a stay-at-home mom, caretaker to my mother, and right now I am building my website. My website is up. The link is in the bottom. I am an artist. This is my bear. I have not put the Thugs Need Hugs bear on the shop yet, but the Hugs Not Drugs bear is the same bear. It's going to just say something different, is on the site. And the heart that my kids created, Hug Me, Don't Hit Me, that was created by my children to send the message, hug me, don't hit me. It's really speaking out on abuse in all ways, shapes, and form, as I've been a victim of domestic violence, and my son has now experienced, what anger feels like from somebody you love. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be the recipient of someone else's anger. And that's what Hug Me, Don't Hit Me is all about. So if you can support us, you want to get a t-shirt, I will have more items up. It's just, I am struggling with this site because it keeps glitching on me. It keeps glitching, and we are going through Mercury retrograde. And yeah, it's a lot. But, faith over fear. Do you have your mustard seed? I have my mustard seed, right? So if you would like to support the channel, get your Hug Me, Don't Hit Me shirt, or one of my other designs, I'm Your Trigger, and that's another design of mine. And I will be adding my physical art to the site as well, and I will be adding a blog to the site as well, because I really miss blogging, and I just found out that my Shopify site has a blog section. So stand by for all of that good stuff, and have a blessed and beautiful reality. And remember, love wins. Okay? I love you.